Hi guys, welcome to another audio video elaborating Galatians 2 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, Then 14 years after I went up again to Jerusalem with Barnabas, and took Titus with me also, I went up by revelation and communicated unto them that gospel which I preached among the Gentiles, but privately to them which were of reputation, lest by any means I should run, or had run in vain. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised, and that because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Christ Jesus, that they might bring us into bondage, to whom we gave place by subjection, no, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you. But of these who seemed to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me. God accepteth no man's person. For they who seemed to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me. But contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision was committed unto me, as the gospel of the circumcision was unto Paul, for he that wrought effectually in Peter to the apostleship of the circumcision, the same was mighty in me toward the Gentiles. And when James, Cephas, and John, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace that was given unto me, they gave to me and Barnabas the right hands of fellowship, that we should go unto the heathen, and they unto the circumcision. Only they would that we should remember the poor, the same which I also was forward to do. But when Peter was come to Antioch, I withstood him to the face, because he was to be blamed. For before that certain came from James, he did eat with the Gentiles. But when they were come, he withdrew and separated himself, fearing them which were of the circumcision. And the other Jews dissembled likewise with him, insomuch that Barnabas also was carried away with their dissimulation. But when I saw that they walked not uprightly, according to the truth of the gospel, I said unto Peter before them all, If thou, being a Jew, livest after the manner of Gentiles, and not as do the Jews, why compellest thou the Gentiles to live as do the Jews? We who are Jews by nature, and not sinners of the Gentiles, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ, even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, not by the works of the law. But by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. But if, while we seek to be justified by Christ, we ourselves also are found sinners, is therefore Christ the minister of sin? God forbid. For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. For I through the law, am dead to the law, that I might live unto God. I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not frustrate the grace of God. For if righteousness come by the law, then Christ is dead in vain. Alright guys, so in this chapter we see where it's spoken of the circumcision, and uncircumcision is again a controversial issue in the past, right? Because as we see in this chapter, because it is that Paul was uncircumcised and he was welcomed by God. In the same way, Peter had ministered to the people of Achaia, and they also were not circumcised, but they received the Spirit of God, as we saw in Acts 10. Likewise, he speaks here of that fact. And for that cause, he himself and Barnabas would be sent to the Gentiles, that's the uncircumcised, to preach among them. And likewise, the others, such as Peter, would preach with the circumcised, which are of the law, which are considered of the law. And he's saying that Christ did not die that we would be subject unto the law only, even as Gentiles, but he died so that through grace we will achieve righteousness. We'll be able to achieve righteousness, not by the law, basically, of Moses, the law that was and is for the Jews, right? But for the law of basically love through Jesus Christ, through Christ Jesus, through his works, through the messages he preaches. And one of the messages that he preaches was never circumcision of the Gentiles. That's not something that was taught. And so Paul here, sorry guys, the prophet in this chapter is speaking to the fact, attesting to the fact that he also had to chastise Peter on this issue, because Peter himself only ate with the circumcised and removed himself from the presence of the Gentiles. And this was not a godly thing to do. That is not of God, because there's no separation in Christ Jesus in that manner. Brothers are brothers, whether circumcised or uncircumcised. Brothers are brothers alike. And we are not subject, the Gentiles are not subject to the laws in order to attain righteousness. Right? But we are covered by the grace of God. Right? So guys, I hope I was able to convey the issue I was trying to convey to you all. The fact that we're all made perfect through Christ, not through the law, but through Christ. Right? So guys, I'm going to leave that right there. Please remember to continue to walk in your salvation. And if you've not gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day.